Hare Krishna everyone. Welcome to Srila Prabhupada Book Reading Club. We are currently reading the Nectar of Instruction, and we are today we will start the shloka number 5. Okay, so let's start our session by offering prayers to our acharyas. Om Ajnanatirmirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadati Swapadartikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Tupatakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahita Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitancha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात देश तारिणे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगु लंगायते गिरि यत्कृपातहं वन्दे श्री गुरु दीनतारिणं परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरं हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय. So we will firstly go through our previous shlokas also because we don't have to forget the previous content. Okay. So Hare Krishna, who wants to recite the first shloka?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Snigdha Mataji.
Hare Krishna. वाचो वेगं मनसा क्रोध वेगं जिह्वा वेगं उदरोपस्थ वेगं एतान् वेगान् यो विसहेत धीरः सर्वमपि मां पृथ्वीं शासिष्यत्.
Hare Bol Mataji. Yes. So Prabhuji, we will go one by one shloka. Okay. So in first shloka, Srila Rupa Goswami giving us instructions that we have to tolerate these 6 urges. The first is the urge to speak, and how we can control the urges of speaking.
Speaking only Krishna.
Yes, when we open mouth. Yes, when we open our mouth, so we have to speak only the Krishna Katha, or we can sing the glories of Krishna. And how we can control the demands of mind?
Thinking always of Krishna.
Yes, we always have to keep the Maya inside our Krishna inside our mind. Like when Krishna is there, then there is no chance that Maya will be there. So Krishna is like a sun, and Maya is like a darkness. So when there is a sun, there is no question of a darkness. So we always have to think, how can I please at this moment, and how can I engage this moment in Krishna's service? And third is the action of anger. And we can control the urges of anger simply by using our anger in Krishna's service. When it comes to personal, devotees follow the principle of Trunada Bisunijana Tararupi Saisruna. They don't react, but someone offend Krishna and his pure devotees, then he can use his anger. As we can see, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu show the anger to the Jagai Madai for offending the Nityananda Prabhu. Even the Hanuman, when he offended the Rama and Sita, then he burned entire the Lanka. Okay. Then urges of a tongue, belly, genitals, they are simply controlled by accepting only the prasadam. Okay. So we can see now, this prasadam has come multiple times. Even the association has come multiple times. So these are important. That's why they are repeating. Okay. One disciple asked Srila Prabhupada, "Oh Prabhupada, why are you giving the same instruction again and again in all the purports? You can give it at once." Then Srila Prabhupada said, "Even I'm giving it again and again, then also you are not following." Okay. That's why I have to give it again and again. So yes. who can recite the second verse? Yes, Vamshidhar Prabhu, you want to recite?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah. Atyahara prayashascha prajalpo niyamagraha janasangascha laulyam cha shadbhair bhakti vinashyati.
Hari Bol Prabhuji. So in second shloka, Srila Rupa Goswami instructing us that when we get too much entangled with these six things, then our bhakti gets spoiled. So first is eating more than necessary and collecting funds more than required. And like if we want more and more, like for our sense gratification, then like we have to do the prayasa, or we have to over endeavor, work very hard to achieve these mundane things. And when we want to achieve mundane things, then like we will do the prajalpa, talking unnecessary about the mundane subject matter. And like then also we follow the rules and regulation, that is niyamagraha, but not for the spiritual advancement, but for the sense gratification, or to remove the obstacles which are coming between sense gratification. And you are also following the rules and regulation whimsically, not according to the scriptures and not according to the Krishna's wish. Okay, then six, then you will associate with the material minded people, that is a jana sangha. And like what is the problem with associating with this material people? That with a jana sangha laulyam come. Laulyam means being greedy. And like yes, it is good, we are greedy, but like when it comes to for Krishna's service, we can be greedy. Okay, I chanted 16 round. I want to chant more round. Oh, I read only for five pages of this book. Let me read more. So oh, I can I can prepare the more items for the offering. So this kind of a greed, when you want to do more and more service to Krishna, it is good. But like when you have the material greed, I want this and that, then it's not good, because it's going to entangle you in this cycle of birth and death. Hare Krishna, who wants to recite the third verse?
हरे कृष्ण मध्य उत्साह निश्चय धैर्य तत्तत्कर्म प्रवर्तनात् संगत्यागा सदो वृत्तेः सद्भिर्भक्ति प्रसिद्ध्यति.
Very well, Prabhuji. So, in the third verse, Srila Rupa Goswami instructing us that if you follow this six, then six things, then like he is giving you 100% guarantee that you will be successful at developing pure devotional service. So, what are these? First is a being enthusiastic, that is utsaha. Second, what is a key point of being enthusiastic? That is like we have to act. When we act, then we will develop the taste. Okay, today I don't have the taste to the chant, then also I have to chant. And then with the time, when I become purified, then I will develop the taste. You have to oppose your mind. You don't have to listen to your mind, because mind simply want to comfort. Like she will say, oh, it's too cold, what is necessary to chant 16 round, or what is necessary to hear the classes, or what is necessary to read the Srila Prabhupada books. Mind is always there to distract you and misguide you. And because of this fickle mind only, we are suffering in this cycle of birth and death, and we are changing our bodies, and we are having unlimited desires, because Krishna has designed this mind so that we can store our unfulfilled desires in this mind. Okay, we can store the memories. So this we don't have to listen to our mind, because we have to now change our software. Okay, now before we are working according to the Maya software. Now we have to put Krishna, we have to work according to Krishna. So second is endeavoring with the confidence. So we should have the confidence, I am working for Krishna and I am trying to pleasing Krishna. So whatever assets require, Krishna will provide me. Avashya Rakshibe Krishna. Even I'm not able to control my mind, but with the time, by seeing my endeavors, Krishna will by Krishna's mercy, I will able to control my mind with the time. Okay, we should have this confidence. And this another word from our Rajavidya book that we learn, that is a Kalina. If I'm following the instruction of Srila Prabhupada, if I'm following the instructions of Krishna, then with the time, I will be perfect. Okay, we have this we want this kind of a confidence. And third is the being patient. So we have with the time we have to do it daily. We have to do our sadhana daily with the same sincerity, and with the time sincerity should be increased. So on the one day you chant a 16 round, next day you are not going to become a pure devotee. But with the time span, like with a 5 to 10 years or like even more, like when we become purify according to our sincerity, then like we can become a pure devotee also. Okay. And fourth is that we have to act according to regulative principles, tat karma pravartanat. By we have to follow the 9 principles, 9 processes of a devotional service. And 5 is a like sangha tyaga, that you have to give up the association of a non-devotees. Why we have to give up the association of a non-devotees? Even like we see na in this purport also, like Prabhupada is referring from the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, that like when you are associating with the worldly minded people, then their desires and ambitions come, like and also the like our we can see the nature of person, like by whom he is associating. So it is like we can see this a few things, like Prabhupada again, like Prabhupada here also speak, even the 4 shlokas of Prabhupada is saying we don't have to accept the prasadam, we don't have to accept the food from the non-devotees. So there will be certain like instruction they are repeating again and again, so we have to see this instruction and we have to try to fulfill the instruction for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna. Okay, so yes, this sangha tyaga, that we have to give up the association of the non-devotees. And 6 is a following the footsteps of our previous acharyas, that is sato vritti. Okay, then Hare Krishna, who wants to recite the 4th verse?
Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Sharmila Mataji.
Dadati pratigrahanati guhyam akyati prachati bhumte bojayate chaiva shadvidam priti lakshanam. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Haribol Mataji. Yes. So in previous verse, like we see that like in previous 2 verses, like second and third, like they are again and again saying that like we have to give up the association. So okay, we have to give up the association of this material people. Then whom with we should associate, na? Then then Srila Rupa Goswami give us give us the explanation that we should associate with the Krishna's devotee, we should associate with the pure devotees. And like then okay, we have to associate, but in what way? So here they are giving us that this priti lakshanam, like when we offer gifts in a charity, when we accept the gifts in a charity, when we accept the gifts in a charity. So okay, and this gift should be like Krishna center, like they shouldn't be material. Okay, like whatever you are offering, like it can be offered to the Krishna. Okay, you can gift some like prasadam or fruits to their deities, or like you can offer some clothes, and even like what the better gifts than a Srila Prabhupada books. Okay, so yes, like we have to give the gifts and we can accept the gifts, and we have to reveal one's mind in a confidence. And until and unless you reveal your mind to the devotee friends or your senior devotees, like your mind will trick you, and like there will be fall down. Okay, and we have to inquire confidentially. What we have to inquire confidentially, not the material things. So how can I increase my business, or how can I like grow materially, or how can I have the 2 houses? No, you have to inquire about the Krishna, like how can I please Krishna, how can I serve Krishna more, and how can I increase the quality of a chanting. Okay, then third is the accepting prasadam. We can see like this is also repeating again and again. So we have to accept the prasadam, that too in like by referring from the second shloka, that like atyahara prayasasa. Okay, we have to accept the prasadam, but only like which is required to maintain our body and soul together. We don't have to over it, and we don't have to accept too much palatable dishes and sweet dishes. Okay, and third is like accepting, and fourth is offering the prasadam. And this like we have to these are the 6 symptoms of a love share by the one devotee to another devotee. So by in this 6 way, we can exchange the love between the devotees. Okay. So today we will start shloka number 5. So here we will see that who are the Kanishtha Adhikari, who is the Madhyama Adhikari, and who is the Uttam Adhikari. Hare Krishna, Sarita Mataji, would you like to recite the shloka?
Hare Krishna Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Chapter of instruction, verse 5. Krishne tiyasya giritam manas मनसारियेत दीक्षस्ति चेत् प्रणतिभिश्च भजन्तमीशम् शुश्रूषया भजन विघ्नम् अनन्यमन्या निन्दादिशून्य हृदम् ईप्सित संगलब्ध्य. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So in the 5th verse, like Srila Rupa Goswami giving us instruction in this way that one should mentally honor a devotee who chant the holy name of a Krishna. And so someone has started the chanting, so we have to offer we should honor him mentally. Okay, then second is one should offer the humble obeisances to the devotee who has undergone the spiritual initiation diksha and worship and is engaged in worshipping a deity. Okay, so when someone is has taken the initiation, so we should do the Dandvat Pranam, or we should do the Panchan Pranam. Okay, we have to offer them humble obeisances. And and third is that one should associate with the faithfully with and the faithfully serve that pure devotee who has advanced in undeviated devotional service and whose heart is a completely devoid of propensities to criticize others. So third is that we have to we should take their association, and we have to faithfully serve them, who is the pure devotee, and they don't they don't have the propensity to criticize other. Okay, and they undeviatedly they are serving Krishna. Okay, so yes, we can start reading Parbat. Who want to read the Parbat?
May I read, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Purport: all glories to Srila Prabhupada. In order to intelligently apply the sixfold loving reciprocations mentioned in the previous verse, one must select proper persons with careful discrimination. Srila Rupa Goswami therefore advises that we should meet with the Vaishnavas in the appropriate way, according to their particular status. In this verse, he tells us how to deal with three types of devotees: the Kanishtha Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari, and Uttam Adhikari. The Kanishtha Adhikari is a neophyte who has received the harinam initiation from the spiritual master and is trying to chant the holy name of Krishna. One should respect such a person within his mind as a Kanishtha Vaishnava. A Madhyama Adhikari has received spiritual initiation from the spiritual master and has been fully engaged by him in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. The Madhyama Adhikari should be considered to be situated midway in devotional service. The Uttam Adhikari, or highest devotee, is one who is very advanced in devotional service, and Uttama Adhikari is not interested in blaspheming others. His heart is completely clean and he has attained the realized state of unalloyed Krishna consciousness. According to Srila Rupa Goswami, the association of service of such a Mahabhagavata or perfect Vaishnava are most desirable. One should not remain a Kanishtha Adhikari, one who is situated on the loving platform of devotional service and is interested only in worshipping the deity in the temple. Such a devotee is described in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.47. Archayam eva haraya pujam yashra shraddhayedhate na tad bhaktesu channesu sa bhaktah prakrata smarata. A person who is very faithfully engaged in the worship of the deity in the temple, but who does not know how to behave toward devotees or people in general, is called a Prakrata Bhakta or Kanishtha Adhikari. Hare
Hari
Krishna.
bol, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. So yes, so okay, then in this shloka, Srila Rupa Goswami telling us that how we can discriminate between these devotees, who is the Kanishtha Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari, and Uttama Adhikari, and how we have to deal with them. So one who just started the chanting, we have to honor them mentally, and one who is going to go through the harinam initiation or the brahminical initiation, we have to offer them our obeisances. And madhyama adhikari, even in the last verses, the qualities of madhyama adhikari is given na, yes, of course they are going through the harinam initiation and brahmin initiation, and how how this Madhyama Adhikari behave with the general people or like devotees. So like they make friends with the devotees, okay. And second is they show the favor and they are compassionate toward the ignorance, and they reject the jealous people and demonic people, okay. So these are the qualities of a Madhyama Adhikari. And what to speak about the Uttam Adhikari, because like we are not even qualified to speak about them. So like yes, they are not interested in blaspheming others, and their heart is completely clean, and they have attained a realized state of unalloyed Krishna consciousness. And Srila Rupa Goswami says that like we have to take their association, and we have to serve them. Even in a Bhagavad Gita there is shloka na, like yes, when we approaching the spiritual master, like we should inquire them submissively, and that too, like firstly we have to give them a service, then we can inquire from them, okay. So like yes, for the Uttam Adhikari we have to take their association, and we have to serve this Mahabhagavatam. We can see that there is a book Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, and they are at the person Bhagavatam, like who are the Uttam Adhikari, and they follow the instruction of his guru, and guru and Krishna. So like yes, we have to serve both, like a book Bhagavatam and this person Bhagavata, okay. And like their association is a most desire, and one should then what further Srila Prabhupada is saying here, that one should not remain at a Kanishtha Adhikari, or like who is situated in a lower platform of a devotional service. So okay, like every day, every time, we should try that, like we will progress slowly in our spiritual life, okay. So like yes, from the Kanishtha Adhikari we have to rise to the Madhyama Adhikari, and from the Madhyama Adhikari we have to rise to the platform of a Uttam Adhikari, okay. Then only our spiritual master and Krishna can be pleased, okay. So like what are the qualities of this Kanishtha Adhikari? Like he only believe in Krishna, like he only have a faith in a deity, okay. This is my Krishna. They don't know how to deal with these devotees of Krishna, and they don't know the they don't know like how to deal with the devotees of Krishna, and they don't know the importance of the devotees and how great devotees are. Even the devotees of Krishna, they are more compassionate, more merciful than Krishna. So like it is very hard to please Krishna, but it is very easy to please Guru and like his devotees. By simply offering simple service, they can be pleased, okay. So also they were like a Prabhupada here quoting the Srimad Bhagavatam, like from the 11th canto, second chapter, 47 verse, that like the definition of Kanishtha Adhikari is that a person who is faithfully engaged in a worship of a deity in a temple, but who does not know how to behave towards the devotee or a person in a general, is called as a Kanishtha Adhikari. So yes, like we should respect the deities in a temple, but at the same time we should respect the senior devotees and devotees of the Lord, okay. Hare Krishna, who wants to read?
Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Krishna
Vinod
Mataji.
Prabhu.
One therefore has to raise himself from the position of Kanishtha Adhikari to the platform of Madhyam Adhikari. The Madhyam Adhikari is described in Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.46 in this way. The Madhyam Adhikari is a devotee who worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the highest object of love, makes friends with the Lord's devotees, is merciful to the ignorant, and avoids those who are envious by nature. This is the way to cultivate devotional service properly. Therefore, in this verse, Sri Rupa Goswami has advised us how to treat various devotees. You can see from practical experience that there are different types of Vaishnavas. The Prakrita, sahjiyas generally chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, yet they are attached to women, money, and intoxication. Although such persons may chant the holy name of the Lord, they are not yet properly purified. Such people should be respected within one's mind, but their association should be avoided. Those who are innocent but simply carried away by bad association should be shown favor if they are eager to receive proper instruction from pure devotees. But those neophyte devotees who are actually initiated by the bona fide spiritual master and are seriously engaged in carrying out the orders of the spiritual master should be offered respectful obeisance. Hare Krishna. In this Krishna conscious movement, a chance is given to everyone without discrimination of caste, creed, or color. Everyone is invited to join this movement. Sit with us, take prasada, and hear about Krishna. When we see that someone is actually interested in Krishna consciousness and wants to be initiated, we accept him as a disciple for the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. When a neophyte devotee is actually initiated and engaged in devotional service by the orders of the spiritual master, he should be accepted immediately as a bona fide Vaishnava, and obeisances should be offered unto him. Out of many such Vaishnavas, one may be found to be very seriously engaged in the service of the Lord and strictly following all the regulative principles, chanting the prescribed number of rounds on japa beads, and always thinking of how to expand the Krishna consciousness movement. Such a Vaishnava should be accepted as an Uttam Adhikari, a highly advanced devotee, and his association should always be sought. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So here, the examples are given now, like there are different types of Vaishnavas. So first example is a Prakriti sahjiyas, means they chant the Hare Krishna mantra, but they don't follow the rules and regulations. And they are still attached to the women, money, and intoxication. So these are the Prakriti sahjiyas. So because they don't follow the rules and regulation, and at the same time they chant the mantra, they boast themselves as a devotees, but actually they are not doing doing anything for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna. Then like such people, we can respect them in our mind, but like we should avoid their we have to avoid their association. Okay. And but there will be some people, they are interested in Krishna consciousness. For such people we have to show the favor, like we can help them to understand the Gita, we can help them to improve their chanting, we can introduce them to the Krishna consciousness. And yes, like these people, like when they are interested, they practice the Krishna consciousness, and like they become more and more serious, they start following the instructions, and they also just start chanting, and they also follow the rules and regulation. Then for such a devotees, the initiation is given, the harinam initiation is given. Okay. And what Prabhupada is saying in this moment, there is no discrimination for the caste, greed, color. Everyone can join this movement, and like everyone can take the prasadam and hear about Krishna. And like when someone is more and more interested in Krishna consciousness, then yes, he is initiated, and like he become a senior, and sincere. And like when he become more and more sincere, and he start thinking in this way, he's strictly following the rules and regulation. He start chant his 16 rounds, also he chant more than that. And like he always think that how to expand the Krishna conscious movement. So like he always think, how can I please my Guru, and like how can I do little part, so that like my Guru's mission can be exploded, or my Guru's mission can be fulfilled. So when someone has this kind of consciousness, then he is the Uttam Adhikari. Okay. So like today we can end here, from tomorrow we will again start. Okay. So Hare Krishna everyone. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhe eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So from today, like we can take out some meditation point in such a way that even we are at a Kanishtha Adhikari, so then like we don't have to become a stagnant. Like we should try every day, every moment, we should try to advance in a spirituality. And so from the Kanishtha Adhikari, we have to go towards the Madhyama Adhikari, then towards the Uttama Adhikari. So at Kanishtha level, like we are trying to follow the rules and regulation, and like we are chanting the prescribed rounds, but we don't have the gratitude towards our senior devotees, our Guru Maharajas, and we don't even know how to deal with the devotees. So currently we are at a Kanishtha Adhikari. So like we have to rise to the Madhyama Adhikari. Like we need to be compassionate towards the neophytes, like who are like very new in a bhakti and who are interested in a bhakti. We have to guide them, we have to care, we have to provide them care, and we have to nourish their Krishna consciousness, and we have to protect their Krishna consciousness. So this is means like we have to be a compassionate. And second, we have to make the friendship with the devotees. Like we have to make the friendship with the devotees, and like for the seniors, we have to like offer our respect, and we have to accept the instruction from them. And fourth is that like there will be some mayavadis, there will be atheists, so we have to ignore this kind of people who are simply envious of a Krishna and his devotees. Okay, so currently we can try to rise ourselves to the Madhyama Adhikari and Uttam Adhikari. Like he's just strictly following everything, and like he's what is extra in them, they are like every moment like they are thinking, how can I help my Guru Maharaj, or how can I please my Guru Maharaj, and how can I expand the mission of the Lord. Okay, so every time they are thinking. So like yes, like we have to adopt ourselves. Like yes, like with the time we can rise ourselves, but like we should put our efforts from our side also. Okay, so there should be voluntary efforts, then only Krishna and Guru can be pleased. So Hare Krishna everyone, happy Krishna conscious day. Please chant more, read more, hear more, and we have to take out the time. We don't have to give the excuses, I don't have time. Like try to read the 10 minutes before having the breakfast, 10 minutes before the lunch, and 10 minutes before the dinner. Then also you will have the 30 minutes of reading Srila Prabhupada books, and while taking the lunch and dinner you can hear the classes, hear the Bhagavatam classes by putting the earphones, or while you are walking, like when you are coming to our office or going to home, that time also you can plug the earphones and you can try to hear. Okay, in this way we can try to take out the time for Krishna. Okay, so Hare Krishna, happy Krishna conscious day.
Hare Krishna
Thank you,
Mataji. Thank
Mataji.
you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna, Hare
Mataji.
Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Sadhu Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Sadhar
Thank you.
pranam to all. Hare